Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited to be doing this video today because I haven't done one in quite some time. I took a break from this because I really don't have an excuse for it. Like I don't know why I took a break. I didn't need a break because I enjoy doing these videos. So anywho, your girl's bringing these back on the channel. My plan is to try to bring them back every 2 weeks or at least once a month, but every week is definitely going to be too much, especially going off of the scheduling that I got for my other videos. So definitely, if not every 2 weeks, at least once a month. So be on the lookout for these because I know you guys like and enjoy these. We get to chit chat, we get to judge new makeup and critique them in a little bit. And I'm not here to roast anybody or any brand. This is just my personal opinions. If you like something that I dislike, it doesn't mean we can't be friends. It doesn't mean you can't be a subscriber of mine. Like, it don't mean anything. I'm not throwing no insult towards you or the brand. I'm just forming my own personal opinion, okay? So being that I haven't done one of these in a while, I have a lot of makeup that I want to talk about, but I want to go far back as in like 3 and 4 months where the product already has been out. So I kind of went back a month and some change back to talk about stuff that I haven't had the opportunity to talk about because your girl been so busy, okay? I get a little winded or out of breath. Y'all gotta excuse me. I am pregnant and it's really hitting me. So your girl be like, and y'all will pretty much see where I'm getting the information from. So I will give every brand and accounts their credit because you guys will see their name on the screen. So let's go ahead and slide on over. Okay, and then we're gonna improv the picture so we can sit here and talk about the good deeds. No particular order. I'm just gonna be like pretty much everywhere, but let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the Makeup Revolution. This is the new fun collaboration if you are being a fan of Love Island. Now, I don't know nothing about Love Island. I think that's a Netflix show or MTV show. I don't know, so I don't know anything about Love Island. I just know when I seen this, it definitely got island vibes. I kind of got the COLOURPOP and Barbie collection inspiration kind of sort of coming from here. But let's see. This collection comes with a little bit of everything to the point it's a little overwhelming. So this collection comes with 3 palettes. It's the I've Got a Text Forever Flawless palette, my Type of Paper palette, and go for the Chat palette. Yeah, that big one's definitely giving me COLOURPOP and Barbie vibes. Definitely, yes. If you guys had that palette, then you pretty much know what I'm talking about. Yes, it's cute. I'm not gonna throw no salt on this. It's cute. I don't see myself picking this up, but I think this is very cute. I guess if you're a fan of the Love Island show, I don't know. So I feel like the Love Island show is definitely an adult show, but when I look at this collaboration, it looks very kiddie, like kids, like preteens. So what other stuff this thing got? I got lip oil, it has highlighter, it has body glow, lashes, just pretty much everything in this kit to the point I'm getting overwhelmed by looking at the stuff of the list and the prices. So this is definitely will be a pass for me. Yeah, it's a pass. So this is the new COLOURPOP palette. This is the Resting Beach Face collection, but this is the palette. I will say the palette is kind of sort of cute. I was kind of tempted on getting this because I do feel like it's a little bit different compared to palettes I've seen, because you don't really see like greens and browns together in the palette with a splash of these other random like orange shades in here. So I give COLOURPOP that, but I'm definitely getting to the point where I'm kind of like overwhelmed with big pan eyeshadow palettes like this. Like once you're over like 15 eyeshadows, I'm like, another big palette. Okay. And which is funny because I used to be such a big fan of these kind of palettes where you have so many eyeshadows, you can do so many different looks. But I don't know, I guess it's just a different growth from where I'm at in my makeup, and I kind of just like, this is too much. But it's cute. And I like the lip glosses in here, but not a fan of it. But they look cute from a distance. And yeah, but I do like the matte bronzers though. I feel like that dark chocolate one, it might be for your girl. So I might try that out. And no, I mean, I might end up getting the palette. I might say no now, but I think I might get the palette. So the palette is a maybe. This is the Maybelline Shadow Stacker Blocker Stalker Locker. I've seen this before. I've seen a few brands do this before. I think the brand Kaja did it before, which is located on Sephora. I've seen Morphe do this before with the little stacker where it comes with the eyeshadow blush. I've seen that before, and now this. So like I say, that is cute. I don't see myself grabbing this. I'll probably grab them for the sake of YouTube purpose and just try one. But okay, I think this would be a good purpose if you're traveling and you don't want to bring like those big bulky palettes and you just want to do, so maybe grabbing like a neutral one, because I think they have a neutral one. They have some different, it's 5 of them, so they have a neutral one. So grabbing like the neutral one, you can pretty much, you know, throw that in your bag and then have a quick 3 steps, well, yeah, 3-step type of eyeshadow look. So you know what, I think I might buy one just to show an easy on the go type of look with the 3 little eyeshadows for those who don't like to do something like this. So I think I might just pick this up for the sake of my girls out there who don't like to do the super glam with, you know, a whole bunch of eyeshadows and stuff like that. So that would be my thought process. L'Oreal bronzers. I am so here for this. I am so here for this, okay? I am a bronzer girl, and I love when brands think of the melanie complexion, the deep, you know, the deep brown. So this chocolate one is calling my name, and I'm gonna go on a hunt for it because I looked at ULTA. ULTA don't carry them yet at my ULTA, so I'm gonna try to see if I can find them at CVS or Walgreens or maybe even Target, because I haven't looked there yet. But I definitely want to go and see them in person and see if that nice dark chocolate brown can bronze this girl, okay? Because if it does, L'Oreal, you are doing something truly amazing. And plus I love their foundation, the Infallible. So to come out with the bronzer, I'm definitely here for this. ColourPop. This is called the Wandon. Honestly, when I seen like the posts and stuff about this, I thought this was something that was, what the freak. What the freak, a bug just dropped on my table. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna freak the freak out. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, yeah! Oh my gosh, what the freak! That totally caught me off guard. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need a moment of silence because I was like, did I just witness something? I don't know if the camera caught that, but if it does, I'm definitely gonna put that on slow-mo. Oh my god. Okay, sorry, totally got distracted by that. Yes, brush are getting cleaned today because it landed on my brushes, and I don't play. Like, it's one of those like little creepy bugs that I can't describe them, but this bug smashed, and y'all don't need to see what it looked like right now. I smashed the hell out of it. But I got a vent right above my camera, so I'm very much sure it fell from my vent because there's no other place the bug could have came from. But okay, I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? That was a sign to not get it, okay? And this looks like something I've already seen before by ColourPop, so I didn't even think this was something new. I thought they were reposting one of their old collection, and then come to find out this is a new one. I was like, oh, like nothing grabs my attention in this collection. The blushes are cute, but I don't see myself grabbing them. The palette, I like that bottom row in that palette. I give it that. I like that bottom row, that all mattes, the pink, and then the dark 2 or dark 3 brown shades. I give it that. But the rest of it, yeah. And ColourPop, I'm kind of over the glitter, whatever these are. Like, you don't have to put these in every collection. You don't have to have lip glosses and lipstick in every collection. And if you do want to do that, just stick with like 1 or 2 shades, but not like 5 in every collection, because I am pretty sure you guys are repeating colors. You're just probably changing the names up, but I'm guarantee you guys are repeating the colors, just changing the packaging. So moving on. So this is from a new brand. This is called, well, it's a new brand to me. This is the Cosmic Brushes, and this is the Serenity palette. I want her. I want every little bit of her. This is definitely a yes. This is a cop. This is a yes. this is a yes. Like, I'm so here for it. Like, I want it now. So after I'm done filming this video, I will be on a hunt to put an order in, because the last time I checked, it was out of stock. But your girl wants this palette. I do. I want to try this brand out, and I would definitely want to try this palette out. I love the color story, and yeah, I'm here for it. Okay, so y'all be on the lookout. Y'all let me know if y'all got this palette, because this is a purchase for me. The MAC Stranger Things collection. Boy, oh boy, where do I start on that? Do y'all see the palettes? I'm giving y'all the Nicki Minaj bling. Y'all see the palettes, right? Y'all see the lip colors, right? Okay. So, let me say this. MAC is one of the classic love brand that we love. Like, MAC was like the original. If you didn't have anything MAC in your collection, then you was not on and pop it. So, I really feel like MAC has lost their touch, and I don't know if it's the industry that's behind MAC, like the CEOs, you know the people that's behind, like, that gets together and like, hey, let's create a new collection. You know, the people who amongst each other talk about the new collection. I feel like they need to maybe not fire all of them, but like maybe mix some new generation people into the old generation and create some new stuff, because without the young crowd will like this, because just nothing is cute about this at all. Like, I don't see anyone like, oh my god, this gives me Stranger Things vibes. Like, not at all. The color story is ugly. Color story is very much so ugly. The color story is very much so ugly. Okay, you could have went so many different ways with Stranger Things, because Stranger Things is such a colorful look. Like, it's the whole season when it's the Christmas lights. So you could have went so many different ways, MAC, but this was definitely not it. Like, even like the outside of the packaging, I didn't get Stranger Things. Like, yeah, so I'm sorry, but this whole collection is definitely a no. Unfortunately, yeah, it's a no for me. So these are the JCAT palettes. So apparently they came with 3 different palettes. I don't necessarily need any of them, but I don't think I ever tried any palettes from JCAT, but I want all of them. If I don't get all of them, at least I want one of them. And they're very affordable. So they're like $14 for one palette. So I think that's what, yeah. So I definitely want that. Like I definitely get like, what's the other brand? I get Revolution vibes when I see these palettes, but I don't know, there's something that's grabbing my interest. Like, maybe it's because I want to try different brands that I never tried before. And like I said, I never tried anything from JCAT. I definitely remember them. Like, they've been around for a cool minute. I remember when I first got into makeup, I seen a lot of this. This was more of like the affordable line. It was kind of like the e.l.f. brand. So it was, you know, easy to get your hands on. It was affordable. It was cheap. The quality was decent. But I know they have definitely upgraded, because I've seen a few people do like looks with some of the palettes, and I'm like, girl, that's JCAT. Hey, like, let me get one of those. So I definitely will be putting an order in soon. I just don't know if I'm going to get all 3 of them from this collection, or if I'm just going to stick to one and go from there. But knowing me and my palette hoarder self, I think I might end up getting all 3. But I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. But this is definitely a purchase for me. Here's another brand that I never heard of. The UNEARTHLY Cosmetics. Never heard of it. Never heard of this brand. I feel like these brands are like popping up out of nowhere, like, boo, how you doing? But this is called the All Lever Wanted. I'm trying to read my notes. I think I wrote this title so wrong. But this is the palette. You guys see that. So this is level 2. So they had a wanted 1. So if I can find a picture, I'm definitely going to insert it and come do a comparison. But I want this one. I don't know what it is, but this is like a maybe for me. It's kind of leaning towards a yes, more yes. But this is definitely a maybe for me, being that I never tried this brand before, and being that this palette looks a little interesting. You know, I'm feeling the vibe a little bit. So I'm going to give this a maybe of a purchase. It has really nothing to do with makeup, but being that this is a makeup line, we're going to talk about it. This is the e.l.f. Okay, so e.l.f. has came out with a new skincare collection. This is called the Blemish Breakthrough Collection. And I'm not going to knock e.l.f. for this. I'm not going to knock e.l.f. on their skincare products. I'm not going to knock e.l.f. period, because they have been sneaking through and busting through, okay? Because they've been like, a lot of this stuff has been like my new favorite. So I'm here for it. I will be here for it. I don't know exactly what I will try from this collection, but probably like a cleanser or a moisturizer if they have it in this collection. I'm gonna try it because I do have blemish problem to the max, but it's kind of like mellow right now because of my pregnancy. But I know definitely once pregnancy is over with, my hormones is gonna kick my blemishes right back up. So this is definitely an interest for me on trying it out. So I might not get the whole collection, but your girl will get something from this collection. Okay, so I know this one been out for about a month now because this came out for Mother's Day, but like I said, I haven't done one of these in a while, so I definitely want to put my input on this. JACKLYN, I really want to give this girl a break. I really do, because she has been through the gutter when it came to these new makeup releases, down to her own line with the collaboration of MORPHE, like just pretty much everything. This girl has had a lot of misses, like a lot. Okay, she's been doing good with her lip products from her line. I give her that. I did swatch them. I haven't personally bought them myself, but I did swatch them. The pencils and everything, they're good. The highlighters, they're good. I give her that, so she's doing good on that. And then she decided to finally come out with her own palette, with her own line, because lately I thought for a minute that she couldn't come out with palettes because of her contract with MORPHE, but maybe it's over, or maybe MORPHE was like, you can throw this palette as long as it looks like this, because it's not going to affect any of our palettes that we ever created with you. Shade, but no shade, but shade. And I know I've seen her video, I've seen her talk about, oh, this is not a palette that I would come out with, but this was a dedication from my mother, so I guess her mother like picked out these colors. But when you have your name on it, I get the meaning and the message. It was cute, but I'm like, look here, Mom, we're gonna put a little bit of you in this palette, and then we're gonna put a little bit of myself in this palette, because not all moms are like this. I'm a mother of 4, okay, and this does not give me mom vibes at all. Like, the colors are very, very, very boring. Very boring. Like, I can pick maybe like 5 of the colors in this palette that can stay, but then the rest gotta go. Like, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Who got this? Who got this? I haven't even seen like videos on this, although I haven't been looking, but just like from the people that I follow, I didn't see not one person do a video on this palette. So HIPDOT has came out with a couple of new palettes, okay? So this one is called the Cup of Noodles. I ain't gonna lie, I'm so corny and basic. I will probably get this palette due to the simple fact that it's Cup of Noodles. So in the inside, of course, I already knew it's going to be a neutral palette with a pop of like golds in there. I will give it that. Yeah, they definitely did something outside of the box, as in collaborating with a soup. I think at this point we are running out of options on who to collaborate with, but the cuteness is definitely here, and I give HIPDOT that. They're known for like cute, corny things that we wouldn't think of. Like, y'all remember the Blockbuster collection? Yeah, okay, let's not go there. Let's not go there. But HIPDOT also came out with this collection, which I think is absolutely cute. So this is the Girl Scout collection. I'm very confused by this picture because, as you can see, it's a big old giant box. So I'm not sure if this box is like the collection box or if this is another palette in a sense, because right now it looks like it's only 2 palettes. And then there's, of course, lipsticks in this collection. There's brushes in this collection. This is really cute, though. I don't know if I'll get it, but it's definitely giving me cute vibes. Definitely. Like I said, HIPDOT, they're like a little kind of sort of cheap. Are they cheaper than? They're kind of like ColourPop. They just don't come out with so many different releases like ColourPop, but they're known for the cuteness of their collection. And I give them that because they're trying to think outside the box of collaborating with other things and people that never been collaborated with, because I don't think I heard any other brands collaborating with Girl Scout or or cup of noodles. So I give them that. I give them the creativity of trying to do something different. Y'all, Miss Fenty about to get, Miss Riri herself about to get my coins. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? She is coming out with liquid lipsticks. I don't need this, NESHA, but you're going to get about 2, 3, or 4 of them. I know I am. Like, I know I am. So these are the hydrating lip stain. And going off the swatches, they don't look like lip stain. They look like a liquid lipstick. I hate when brands say lip stain. These are liquid lipsticks. Cut it out, okay? But the hydrating part is something I'm here for, okay? So I don't know if they're going to dry down matte, but I want them all, y'all. I want them all. So when these drop and when I get my hands on them, best to believe your girl's coming back to do a video on this. I definitely have to get at least 3 of them. At least 3 of them. So this is definitely a hell yes of a purchase. Yes, 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 and yes. For a minute when I seen this, I was like, who is this? Because it took me a minute to understand or realize who was collaborating with this. So this is the THOR, Mighty THOR collection. If y'all don't know Marvel, okay? Nothing about this screams Marvel. Nothing in, I think the separation of the palette is the only thing I give credit to, that's cute. But other than that, the color story and the brush, the sponge, the gloss, like, maybe I'll feel different if I see this in person, because sometimes the pictures can be a little bit deceiving and thrown off. Then come to find out this was ULTA. I was like, ULTA, what the, y'all need me on y'all team, like, because I swear ULTA, like, y'all are surrounded by so many different other brands. You see so many different collections. You know what sells and what does not sell. So how are y'all blind on collaborating? Like, how are y'all blind on not creating like something amazing? Like, I definitely feel like ULTA team, like, y'all need to be like the #1 selling brand in the store, because y'all know what sells and what's hot and what's hype and all this other stuff. So like, I don't understand why when they come out with collection, it's like, oh it's not there. Like, it's like a, oh, you try, but yeah, I don't see myself getting those, so I'm sorry. Moving on. So this is the Sugar Pill / Barbie / Forever 21 collaboration. Now we are collaborating. Like, I didn't think Forever 21 was still making makeup. No shade, but shade. I really did not think they were. But I will give this a cute vibe. Yes, this is cute. If I do grab something from this collection, it would probably be like one of the glosses, because first of all, I love me some Barbie, okay? I was a Barbie girl, okay? Living in this little fantasy world, okay? Just in plastic. It's fantastic. Like, no, for real. Like, I had over 100 and something Barbie dolls. So I was obsessed with Barbie. I was obsessed with Barbie, Christine or Christy. Y'all remember the black one? Yes. Skipper, Ken. Like, I had the whole collection, okay? I had so many different versions of Barbie, so many different versions of Christine, her best friend. I even had some Filipino ones. I believe I did. I don't remember their names, but yeah, your girl had every race you can think of. I was not racist when it came to my Barbie dolls. Like, I wanted the whole entire world. I had every ethnicity you can think of in my Barbie doll collection. So your girl is a Barbie fan, okay? So I would probably grab like one of these lip glosses from this collection. It's not something like I have to get my hands on. Like, if I come across it, I would definitely like grab one of them. The packaging is absolutely cute. But as for the lashes, you know what? No, the lashes are kind of decent. I was about to throw shade, but now I'm looking at it. The lashes look decent from this picture. So I don't know. This is a maybe. It's an interesting maybe, because it's like it caught me off guard. But it's an interesting maybe. Y'all see this? Milk, what y'all doing? Like, just take the coins. Take it all. I need this. This is definitely a purchase. Like, I need this. I want to try this. I'm curious. I need this. Like, this is the matte milk primer. Like, you already know the green one is the hype. The hydrating grip one. Like, it's the hype. And it is good too, though. But now this, yeah, I'm about to put an order with this, because I don't even want to put an order in. I need to go in person and have it in my hand. So this is definitely going to be a purchase. I will be getting it this weekend. This is definitely a purchase. I will come back, run to that as soon as possible, and do a review on this primer because I need this. I love me a matte primer, and y'all know my favorite primer right now is kind of like discontinued by BH Cosmetics. So if I can find a dupe for the one that I love, and I think it's this, my gut is telling me this is going to be it, I'm going to get her. Yes, I'm getting her. Miss Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte. Oh, whoa, why you do me like this? Why did you do your girl like this? Do y'all see the bronzers? I will probably definitely try one of these bronzers, like especially if the L'Oreal ones don't work out. I would definitely, like, I could just look at the picture and see the quality in this. I can tell for 100% of a fact that these are going to be absolutely buttery and amazing against the complexion. Like, do y'all see that dark one? They knew to put that one right there. Like, look, we didn't leave the melanie complexions out. Do y'all see that? I will definitely be getting this. When, I don't know, because it's expensive, but I will get this. And when I do get it, y'all best believe I will come back with the video. The packaging, the gold, I'm getting this. So Morphe is coming out with a palette, and I'm gonna say this already. When I first seen it, I was like, oh, it's cute. And then I came across it in ULTA. Y'all, I grabbed it. I have it. It's in my possession. So it's in my possession right now. So when I tell y'all this palette is even more beautiful in person, it's beautiful in person. And I love the fact that there's greens, there's pinks, and it's a little bit of splash like neutral all in this palette too. Like Morphe, usually y'all repeat the color stories and all that, and I feel like this might be similar to something they do already have, but it was still enough for me to buy it, and the quality is beautiful. And I think I just need to show y'all in person. Like the picture, it's the picture bootleg. Like, let me show y'all what it looks like in person and why y'all need it. So I have her in person. Okay, this is the outside of what the palette looks like. Really, really cute. But y'all just wait until y'all see what she looks like inside. Like that little bootleg picture that's in the ULTA catalog ain't got nothing on this palette. Look at this. Look at her. Yes, I'm excited. I cannot wait to try her. Y'all best believe I will be having a tutorial on this ASAP. Okay, Kylie is, I see she's coming out with palettes now. I do have one already, but now I want these, and I want them both. They're neutral, and I'm not a neutral girl, but there's something about this color story with both palette. I want them. I want that little rosy pink one that has like the beautiful like red tone coppers and stuff, and then I want the basic, the neutral one. Like I want them both. So I haven't seen them inside ULTA yet, so I don't know where exactly these are going to drop, or if they already had dropped. I don't know, y'all. I told y'all I've been blind with these releases, but definitely I'm here for both of these palettes. And yeah, your girl will be getting these. GLAMLITE. I did not know we need a collection from Cereal, but I keep trying to talk myself on not getting this palette, but the more I look at this palette, the more I want it. The blues, the oranges, like I want this palette, you guys. I really do want this palette. As for the rest of the collection is cute. It's very Cereal-ish. The highlighter lip glosses, they're cute, okay? But as for this palette, and some of y'all on Instagram are freaking hilarious, because when I reposted this, and I was like, oh my gosh, y'all, please talk me out on not getting this palette. And I swear, like half of y'all was like in my DM, girl, get it. You need it. It's cute. It's beautiful. I'm definitely get it. You should get it too, so you can do a look for, you know, inspire me to do a look using this palette. And I'm just like, y'all are supposed to talk me out of things, not encourage me to get the things. Okay, y'all see my collection. I don't need any more palettes in my collection. Like I really don't. But this one is cute. I don't think I would have pictured like orange and blue together. Like it's definitely different, but it's cute at the same damn time, you know. So I think I might be getting this. I didn't know anything about this collection. This is the Juvia Nubian, is that what it's called? Nubian Earth collection. Like they just snuck up on me. Like I don't know what I was watching. It wasn't even on Instagram. I seen it. I had to go and Google this on Instagram because I seen a YouTube video, and I was like, wait, when did this come out? Like, yeah, so it's this. Like I don't know how I feel about this. Like I'm usually a big fan of Juvia, but this one is not grabbing my attention. I don't know if it's the color story of this neutrals palette, but it's something about the palette that's not like gravitating towards me. but definitely the rest of the collection, the lip products, I'm definitely going to get it. Okay, I love me some nude lips, so your girl is definitely going to get something from the lipstick part. But as for the palette, like after they came out with that beautiful Culture palette, and then this, it's like I was just expecting something else. So no shade, but okay. Last thing I want to talk about is these beautiful blushes by Benefit. When I seen the pictures, I was like, okay, they're cool, they're cute, they're decent. But I'm telling y'all, seeing them in person is a whole different level of like beautifulness. There's definitely 3 shades. I forgot the name of them, but there's definitely 3 shades in mine that I want. There's a pink one, there's 2 oranges, and then they have a beautiful dark bronzer as well that I'm interested in trying. But one particular orange, I think it's called Cherry, if that's the name of it, but it was a beautiful orange that had a little bit of like what's the name, like a highlighter mix to it. So it's not a matte blush, it has a little bit of like, you know, like a shine to it. And I was like, oh my god, this looks like overwhelming. But I swatched it on my hand, you guys. It is freaking beautiful. I'm trying out at least 3 of these blushes from this collection because they just are beautiful. Alright, so we're going to slide back on back into Sienna, baby. So yes, that was a lot. That was a lot. Hopefully it won't be as many new releases my next time around. But like I said, you girl been gone for a while on doing this new makeup talks. So I definitely have some new releases that I want to talk about, and there was some other things that I wanted to talk about as well, but I felt like they weren't worth putting in this video because it's like they weren't worth it. It's like, why waste my 2 cents of my little breath, you know, talking about something that they don't need my credit on, you know. But I'm excited to see what, you know, what you guys think about these new releases, what you guys have bought so far. Definitely leave me a comment, let me know what y'all buying. Okay, what you bought, girl? What did you buy already? As y'all can see, I bought one of the items that I bought already, but definitely that's on my I need to get it ASAP list. The Milk Primer is definitely an ASAP. That L'Oreal bronzer is definitely an ASAP. What else did I say I really wanted? I think those are like my, oh, and then the Maybelline is kind of like an ASAP, kind of sort of, because I'm just curious on trying it. But as for the rest, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. They're more like a maybe, kind of sort of, I'm going to pass. But the Milk and the L'Oreal definitely like grabbed my attention out of all the stuff that I talked about. And the new makeup line, the cosmetic brushes, that palette definitely like grabbed my attention. Like the color story, the packaging, like it's absolutely beautiful. I needed that like ASAP. And I need to find those KYLIE palettes as well, because I know I don't need them, but they were very beautiful off the picture, and just seeing how beautiful they are in the picture, I know they're going to be even more beautiful in person, you know, because you got the mattes and then you got your metallic, so it's cute. So your girl definitely need that, okay? Yes, but that was pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are going to enjoy these coming back, because they're coming back. Whether you like it or not, they're coming back, okay? And there's nothing you can do or say to stop me, okay? Okay. Feeling real childish right now, okay? Like, I don't care. I don't care. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely leave me your feedback down at the bottom. Let me know, what are you guys buying, what you already bought, what's on your wish list, what is on your past list. Like, let me know, sis. So go ahead and get in the comments. Let's chit chat, interact with one another, and let's talk about these makeup products, okay? So I will definitely be back probably, like I said, another 2 weeks, because the summer's coming. So I definitely know brands are definitely going to be dropping more new hot releases and stuff. So your girl will be back in another 2 weeks to talk about the new makeup releases. So, and then I give you guys an update from there if I bought any things from this video that I said that I wasn't going to buy, or that I did buy. But y'all be on the lookout. I will have like one-on-one review videos on the things that I definitely talked about getting, like that primer and that bronzer. Just those are like the #1 things on my list right now. Definitely am going to get them this weekend, so yes. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You guys have a beautiful day. Y'all stay blessed and amazing. Stay prayed up, boo, and I'll see you guys in my next one.